Hello everyone and welcome back. Water. We are back to the SHINYTHON, and as it turns out, I was lucky enough to get a second outbreak of Slowbro. Slowpoke. So, goal for today is again continuing the Slowpoke shiny hunt. Hello there, Phantom Kitsune. Shy, is that you? Do not recognize the name. Hello there, that dude. How you guys doing? So, Elite Battle League, drafting has completely wrapped up. Now it's the SHINYTHON today. Elite Battle League has completely wrapped up for our drafting picks, and I am pleased to say I got everything that I got all the must-haves that I was hoping for. And I'm looking forward. Climbing ladder with Sandy Shot. Fun. You just remember, ladder is not best of 3. There's a lot of things that work on a ladder best of 1 that don't hold up as well on a best of 3. That's one of the reasons I'm not really doing something like Cresselia right now. Because once you know what Cresselia's held item is, once the safety goggles or mental herb has been revealed, it becomes a bit less threatening. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm a bit hesitant to like do stuff with that, but I'm working on my team. Is that still good? I honestly don't know. I haven't really done much with Meowscarada lately. My present VGC team is very, very different. To keep it on rooms. I've seen people running mental herb. I've seen people running safety goggles. I've seen people run basically everything. You gotta remember, Amoonguss is very, very, very good in this format. So you need to respect the power that Mungosus does. Mental herb basically prevents you from using. Mental herb prevents you from being affected by the move Taunt, and Taunt prevents you from using status moves. So you generally want to taunt something like, say, Cresselia or Amoonguss, something that uses a lot of status moves, to basically prevent them from using status moves. So the mental herb prevents that from happening. So the mental herb basically cures taunt. Mental herb is good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, people go between mental herb crest and safety goggles crest. It's the same kind of thing that you see with, actually, Tornadus of things, where you see Safety Goggles Tornadus or Mental Herb Tornadus. You also see a fair number of Clear Amulet Tornadus, which I'm not so sure I can vibe with Clear Amulet Torn, because it's kind of weak to Icy Wind, but it kind of makes sense. Hey, like that, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, the Elite Battle League draft for Season 6 has concluded, and teams looking good. Teams looking good. Got my 3 picks, got my 3 must-haves. Got Zacian, Gastrodon, and Togekiss. The rest of the team is Grimmsnarl, Galvantula, Gyarados, Galarian Darmanitan. And then the new picks are Chandelure and Dialga. I got my main ones I needed. Change something. Team is Urshifusi, Zorflame, Meowscarada, Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle. I would say you probably want Tornadus on there somewhere, but I can't really help with VGC stuff right now. Yeah, I got my team. Yeah, Meowscarada's kind of fallen off pretty hard, because there's a lot of fire types, a lot of flying types, and a lot of just things that eat Meowscarada alive right now. Because, like, you're seeing a lot more Iron Bundle, you're seeing a lot more Tornadus, you're seeing Tornadus everywhere. Tornadus is, like, the best thing. Chi-Yu is, I would say Chi-Yu is not quite mid. It's between mid and good. It's still viable, I would say. Ideal, no, but I'd say it's kind of viable. I have not seen a Chi-Yu. I've seen a few of them. I think one of the main reasons why people are probably still sticking with Chi-Yu is to deliberately just remove Amoonguss. It's a very anti-Amoonguss Pokemon. But it also seems to be doing, like, the same job as Heatran is, where it's, like, just kind of diet Heat... Not quite diet Heatran, but it's, like, a worse Heatran, but helps with, like, Flutter Mane. You know, help, like, ally Flutter Mane. Yeah, we talk about competitive again. Probably switch Urshifu for Dynamax. Wow. I would say Gastrodon can definitely stay. Gastrodon is definitely pretty good right now. You gotta remember, Urshifu is still doing a lot of work. Flutter Mane is the single best Pokemon in the format right now. Urshifu is like less than 0.1% behind Flutter Mane. And Urshifu's main thing is water damage. So I would say Gastrodon is very good. At least usable. You know, plus it's got, you know, Clear Smog, it's got Haze, it's got Icy Wind. It's got some good tech. Exactly, Giratina did nothing wrong. I prefer Sash Urshifu, because Flutter Mane can get destroyed by Surging Strikes. You know, Surging Strikes immediately bypasses Sash. And you're not... The way I tend to go is I will Sash something Surging Strikes is not going to want to be used against. Because Surging Strikes just completely obsoletes your Sash. And, you know, the reason why I go with Sash Urshifu is, sure, my Urshifu gets, like, deleted by Flutter Mane's Dazzling Gleam. But I still survive at 1 health. And Flutter Mane doesn't survive the Revenge Surging Strikes. Yeah, I would say very much Gastrodon is a very solid pick. Splatoon E-Leader looks weird now. Why would you say it looks weird? But yeah, I would not say Gastrodon is a bad pick. It is generally a very good pick. I put Terra Steel and Sash on Flutter. Interesting. I think that Surging Strike still rips right through that, though. Not quite sure how effective Terra Steel is for it. Because, I mean, unless you're running as, like, anti-Flutter Mane. It is very solid. Gastrodon is an extremely solid pick. Like, if I wasn't presently running the 6 I'm running right now, because I'm actually still kind of thinking of swapping out Baxcalibur, but I would probably go for Gastro. Why do they make it look like Goldengo? I'm hesitant to say Goldengo is doing well right now. I think Goldengo is struggling a bit too much with Urshifu. Like, it can survive Urshifu, but also Urshifu kind of eats it. And Urshifu, like, if it terastallizes into Steel, Urshifu obliterates it. There's a few issues I would say Goldengo's got. It's strong, but there's a few issues I would say it's got. Mention use Chestnut moderate success in my Trick Room team. Interesting. I think Trick Room has a bit of a hard time right now. The main issue with Trick Room just semi-struggling is that Urshifu bypasses Protect. In a lot of the good Trick Room stuff, you want to Protect turn 1. But that's why Ursaluna is just nothing right now. It was like Dino theme pills for Shenpao. Yeah, Shenpao's kind of gotten a lot better. Shenpao is like the big Ruin Legendary at the moment. Those stupid Dragonite teams are coming back, though. Those stupid Extreme Killer banned Terra Normal Dragonite gimmicks. I hate those gimmicks. Hi, Bryce. I wouldn't quite say Trick Room is dead. I'd say Trick Room is struggling, but I don't think it's quite dead yet. Can I Terra Normal Dragonite PC? Totally not using Terra Normal Dragonite team. I was like, I hate those teams. But the other thing is, I'm not sure how well they will perform in a best of 3, because one of the things that those teams do well with is not knowing if it's extreme speed inner focus or if it's multi-scale. once it's revealed that you're running the extreme speed band set, it becomes infinitely less threatening, especially if you're running like Terra Steel Amoonguss. It becomes nothing. And a lot of Amoonguss actually are going Terra Steel right now. Rather Trick Room on Life Orb support because Heatran and Crest. Well, Heatran doesn't need Trick Room. But it is funny that like Heatran's kind of falling a little bit. Because everyone did Terra Grass Heatran, but then it was like, oh, everyone's also running the Genies. And Tornadus kind of Skull Rex Terra Grass Heatran. And then also there was like a increase in Baxcalibur. I use Grim Thunderwave to counter Drago. Yeah, Grim has definitely been something I've had a hard time with. Terra Rock, Terra Blast. Terra Rock is a very bad defensive Terrastalize typing. Terra Rock is very, very not good. Gallon of Pepto-Bismol today, though, yeah, it's acted by Gastrodon. Food 7 Pokemon, Antwerping. We love Gastrodon. It is legitimately my favorite Pokemon to use. I'm a big fan of Togekiss, but like I generally will default to using Gastrodon if I need to pick. It's just so good. It's such a strong contender. Master of bad tactics used successfully. The issue is you do need to consider what is going to happen in best of 3 scenarios, though, Lakeside. That is the important thing to keep in mind. Because a tactic like that might work in a best of 1, but after the person knows what's coming next game, they can, you know, mentally prepare for it and know the way things are going to go and then kind of counter it with what they have. Season Splatoon 3 is over. Does that mean I have to choose the game? No, Splatoon 3 over, that means I have a new game I'm going to be Let's Playing. I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play. I have many games to be playing, Mudkip. There's a list. Set Grimmsnarl, Thunderwave, Reflect, Light Screen, Spirit Break, Light Clay. Interesting. And Terra Dark. Why would you Terra Dark it? What games are on the list? It's a fairly long list. I kind of can't list all off of memory, but there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Come on, we got a very fast shiny Slowpoke yesterday. Can we get another shiny Slowpoke quickly? Apparently no. Games at least your favorite one. Oh no, it was the original. Okay, I was gonna say. Seems a bit of a weird thing for the Grimmsnarl to have that. But yeah, I don't really think you need to Terrastalize a Grimmsnarl. Because you want to keep the dark there anyway. I guess it's because I feel like Terra Fairy would at least be better, so that way you do a bit more Spirit Break damage. But yeah, it's yeah, you're probably not Terrastalizing it, but it's better just like to have the backup just in the event you need to eventually like emergency Terrastalize it. Gastrodon's one of those things where you can do a whole bunch of different things with effort value spread. I know the way I prefer my Gastrodon, which is maximum HP, maximum physical defense, and then 4 special defense. But, and I think that probably could be the best one right now, but also got to consider, like, do you actually gain meaningful defensive increases with that? Funny how I missed 2 Bleak wins and 5x2 wins with Torn. Yikes. That's a yikes right there. Yeah, the Genie's moves. The Genie's signature moves are just insane. Like, I'm going back, HP max. You don't want special attack on a Gastrodon. Gastrodon is not an attacker. It's a defensive Pokemon. You run it for bulk and for defense. You don't really run it as damage output. That might be a slight reconsideration. Because you want the insane survivability that Gastrodon brings to the table. Very few things can crack Gastrodon. Because so long as Gastrodon's on the field, like, it can't, like, Urshifu can't really do much so long as Gastrodon's on the field, and it needs to focus on the Gastrodon. Max HP Spice Defense. I think it's better to go physical defense for its effort value for full. The reason being, its special defense is already very, very high. Its weakest defensive stat is its physical defense, and right now the biggest issue is Urshifu. So, I'm fairly certain Iron Bundle one-shots you anyway with Freeze Dry, so you only have to specially worry about, like, Coverage Tech, which there's really not Coverage Grass, other than, like, Heat Ran and Amoonguss. And I don't think Amoonguss can one-shot Gastrodon. Yeah. Because, like, you're bringing it to deal with Urshifu. That's what Gastrodon's purpose is. So you want it to be able to stand up to Urshifu as much as possible. And then the other thing can't. Why is Splatoon taking so much longer? My luck is trash. That sounds, running through the depths really good for a lose one can, the blast of wells will win. But yeah, I generally prefer physically defensive Gastrodon. Depending on, like, the metagame, you could go for special, but generally, physical is better. Hello. Hello, Emblem. Gastrodon is so good. It's one of my... Gastrodon is legitimately, like, my favorite Pokemon to use in a competitive sense. Togekiss might be my second favorite Pokemon, but I enjoy using... Well, then again, with Gastrodon having lost Scald, it has definitely lost some of its potency. But I'm still glad that Scald is gone. And again, if you guys haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. Every new subscriber increases the length of the stream, and every shiny also increases the length of the stream. So let's try and do some little shiny hunting. I want to get the Slowbro family knocked out of this hunt. Like, not knocked out of my living decks. I do not want to deal with, like, the difficult to spot shiny. Because those are just an annoying chain to hunt anyway. Putting it into special attack on Gastro is like putting speed into Avalugg. I wouldn't say it's that bad, because at the very least, if you can force stack Gastrodon's, like, Storm Drain by using a Pokemon that has Surf, it can do out a lot of damage, but it's less ideal. And here's something offensive Amoonguss. No, offensive Amoonguss. Amoonguss has a higher attack stat than Talonflame. Don't try making offensive Amoonguss. You will only end in despair. That's me every time. Zawardo! Look at the one-time. I would blow. I would trust a one-time usage of it, because Zawaldo only lasts for 5 seconds. Aviamoonguss I can honestly see, because I do remember some people have used Aviamoonguss. Because you have, the revolving door that is Regenerator to heal it. And then you go, like, Sludge Bomb, Stomping Tantrum, maybe Foul Play, and then, like, Sludge Bomb. I can see that, but I think you're giving up way too much without Spore. Maybe the givers. I generally go full HP on Tornadus. You full speed, Timid Nature, and the other extra 4, I think I just put into special defense. But yeah, for Tornadus, you want HP. You're not using Tornadus as an attacker. You can, but I think it might be more beneficial to go with HP. I'll need to do some calcs for that, though. But I generally lean more towards HP. Missing your Dynamo Roller. Ah, you do love your Dynamo, Mudkip. You are indeed a very big fan of your Dynamo Rollers. You are very fond of your Dynamo Rollers. Let's go back and let's spawn in some more. Yeah, Slowbro Outbreaks. Not my favorite. That's why I want to get this shiny now. It's just that I don't like shiny hunting Slowbro. It spawns at such awkward places and it's in the water. I hate this lifting through Dynamo. Yikes. So, what was the Kensa Dynamo's kit? That was superior to the Splatoon 3 kit. I assume it had Booyah Bombs. Oh, I accidentally made EV for Sand Force Gathrodon. Well, the good thing is you can just use an ability patch, and that will get it over to the right ability. Well, it'll get it over to its regular abilities, then you use the ability capsule to get onto the Storm Drain. The Delphox is annoying. It's like, I was doing the Delphox raids earlier on my Scarlet file, and it's just people were bringing in things that were so... People were bringing in Urshifu. They were bringing in special Gyarados. They were bringing in special attackers and Urshifu, and I'm just like, why? Why are you bringing in Urshifu? Cerulege is probably your best bet for it. It is immune to fire, so you can't be burnt. It's a slash fire, so it's burnt, so it can't be burnt. You got Bitter Blade, which heals you. You got Swords Dance. There's really nothing that Delphox can do to Cerulege, just so long as you have like a good amount of special defense on it. I only lost one fight against it entirely because the freaking Delphox got so many bull crap special defense drops with Psychic off on me that it could just one-shot me without needing to get a crit. Heatran is good. However, I prefer the healing that Cerulege has, because Cerulege also has Swords Dance. But both Heatran and Cerulege are fantastic. Yeah, both of them are very, very, very good. Cerulege I just find a little bit more spammable because you can Swords Dance and then just Brain Dead click Bitter Blade. But if you're going Heatran, you're going to want Terra Steel on it. If you're going Cerulege, you want Terra Fire. I don't feel like doing that. This is for the Terra raids. These are for the Delphox Terra raids, not for VGC. Yeah, Cerulege in VGC is just no. Cerulege is a no-go for VGC. It's good in singles, apparently, though. Remember when Armor was a massive good Pokemon Red Gate? Yep. That was because of Indeedee, and now Indeedee is basically... I wouldn't say Indeedee is unusable, but Indeedee is becoming increasingly harder to use. There is no such thing as singles, VGC. There is no such thing. It's just that it's Regulation D singles. Yeah, VGC is like the specific name for the overarching competitive group. And again, will Cleavor be good if Stealth Rocks could stack like spikes? That would be horrifying. The main thing that Cleavor is struggling with right now is just that Urshifu is the second best thing in the format, and it eats Cleavor like it's absolutely nothing. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. The reason why is that doubles is the official format. It's what they balance the games around more. Because you can do more in doubles than you can in singles, because singles is very stall. It's very switch-based, it's very slow. With doubles, you have, your two Pokemon. There's moves like, say, Helping Hand, Follow Me. There's a lot more strategies you can employ in doubles than you can in singles. Which is likely the reason they have doubles be the official format. Hi, Gayla. Why can't internet pass through trees? Not a clue. I don't nickname my shinies. Yeah, the only time I ever really nickname Pokemon is some of my competitive teams I will nickname them. But I don't really nickname my Pokemon. Unless it's for a Let's Play, which I do nickname them there. But otherwise, I don't nickname them, really. It's mostly I'm not good at coming up with nicknames. Got 2 shiny Salazzle after 2 males wins. Nice! Yeah, I got my shiny Salazzle the coward's way out. I got that in Dynamax Adventures. So I didn't have to run the roulette of the shiny Salandit. I am so happy. Because now all I gotta do is I just have to shiny hunt for Salandit for the living shiny decks. I don't need to hunt for a shiny female Salandit. It's good. It's because I shiny hunted for Vespiquen, which is the same gender ratio that Salazzle has with Salandit. So I've already done that level of a hunt, and I don't need to do, and I'm not doing it again. Because I'm not like Sly, and I'm going for shiny female Sprigatito despite having gotten, what, like 9 shiny males already? I hope Sly gets that Sprigatito before Elite Battle League Season 7, because I hope someone else picks Meowscarada so he can't use it. So he can't use that shiny he hunted for so long for. I know I'm not picking Meowscarada for EBL Season 7. Got shiny Pocha, yes it is. Nice. Very nice. Shinnython is very hit or miss. It is very, very hit or miss. It's the reason why that whenever I team build, I generally team build with the Penn State Pokemon crew. Because, like, these are guys who know their stuff, and these are guys who do best of 3s. Infinite Zawarudo. I am Forehead. I am indeed Forehead. I am indeed the Forehead. The forest of heads. Yeah, hopefully. We end up getting our shiny today. Hopefully we end up getting our shiny. Because, like, we're going to be doing this for an hour and a half. And then we're going to move over to Pokemon Sword and Shield again. Where we're going to do some more Palkia Dynamax Adventures. Then, if we get any shinies in this game, or more subscribers come in, then we move on to Legends. No shenanigans, a slash down, Splatoon. What is the limit of Zawaros adjustment? Probably 5. The thing in Blurb is, I don't know you that well. So I don't know how many Zawaros I would trust you with. I am not. If you're calling me a boomer, then you're calling Sly a boomer, you're calling Midnight a boomer, you're calling everyone a boomer. I'm generally on the younger side compared to a lot of the other creators. Super jump into splashdown. But yeah, I'm happy I finished after Alterna. This is the Splatoon 3 talk now. But after Alterna, I can appreciate it after the fact that a large portion of why I struggled with that level was just I don't play Splatoon actively. If I played Splatoon more, I probably would have been better with it. Because of Dire Claw. I think that Sneasler's fallen a little. I've honestly seen a lot of people running Dire Claw, Poison Touch, Sneasler. And it's like, why? Why? I preferred Poison Touch, Dire Claw over the stupid Unburdened shenanigans. Yeah, Blissey is very good for the Delphox raids. It's got Life Dew, it's got Light Screen, it's Helping Hand. If you want a good support, Blissey is basically your best if you're not running Arcanine with Howl. So Blissey is heal support. Arcanine is damage support. But I would say that Blissey is probably one of your best options. Eviolite Chansey better than Blissey anyways. No. I would say that Blissey is better. The reason why You can give Blissey the leftovers. You can give Blissey just like an item to heal itself. You can't with Chansey. You know, you passively will heal yourself. Bulk-wise, Chansey is bulkier, but for certain raids, you're probably going to want, you know, a little bit of passive healing. But for someone, it might not matter. Well, then again, if Chansey's using Life Dew, it's healing itself as well, so possibly I'll need to look into that. I said I trust with 5, Blarb. I said it. I already said it was 5. We do. See, Sly's reaction to that yesterday was great. It was like, yes, but things I've known Kayla longer. Kayla owes more loyalty to me because I've known Kayla longer. Team of Blissey, Arcanine, Heatran, and Surge. Yeah. Arcanine, specifically you want... Well, I mean, it doesn't have Focus Miss. So you can run Hisuian Arcanine. But yeah, you generally... You're good with support like that. Howl Arcanine, I would say, is barn on your best support for if you want to boost up your damage. If you don't need healers, go with Arcanine. But if you don't have healers, you want Blissey. Focus and Miss. Alright, I forgot the second L. I forgot the second L. Why do people run Clear Smog? Because the Delphox has Nasty Plot. And most of what you're running does not have defense debuffing. So you don't really need Screech support. Like, Screech support is okay, but a lot of the best Screech users are, like, Muck, and you're not really wanting to use Muck. So you use Clear Smog to get rid of Nasty Plot. You don't really want special attackers for this raid. You want your physical attackers. 3 bats on land, hope I don't fail. Yeah, for this one, you want physical attackers. A large part of that is Delphox has a very, very high special defense. And that means you do significantly more damage. Yeah, it's a bit like with the Flash Cannon. It's a bit like with why it was not good to use Iron Hands against Chestnut. The sheer difference in the defensive stats really makes the damage differential. Oh, people bring this. Yeah, people are bringing Skeledirge. They don't quite real. But then again, it's to get around the Nasty Plot. I don't read comics. So what's physical attack? Right. Heavy Slam Heatran. Or Cerulege. Personally, I would lean more to Cerulege, because Cerulege gets Swords Dance, and then you can just go for Bitter Blade spam. But Heatran is also very good. Again, it's... Everyone will have their variances on it, but I semi-prefer Cerulege to the Heatran. And so many people doing Flash Cannon. Yeah. Yeah, I don't read comics. They're not really my thing. I prefer watching like TV shows based on comics, like the DC animated TV shows from like the 90s into the early 2000s. Marvel's Avengers TV show and Avengers Assemble. I love those series. Yeah, for me, it's more... I like the cartoon than I like the other movies. Even then, I would say TV shows are better than the movies. They can just tell the stories more completely in there. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more, if you haven't done so already. Yeah, I mean, the thing for me is I don't really read. I kind of have a hard time reading because I have ADD and I will lose focus very quickly. So it's not something that my brain leads with. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this season of the Elite Battle League. Timmy's team scares me. So it seems the entirety of the Elite Battle League has unanimously agreed that Timmy B's team is the best team so far. It's been Wednesday, but yeah, it has been. A lot of people are able to drive Grover team. I don't have attention to maybe loud things. Yeah, it depends on the people. But yeah, Timmy's got like generally agreed to be the best team right now, and it's terrifying. Yeah, Timmy's team is the DC Starmies: Solgaleo, Palkia, Sylveon, Electivire, Mamoswine, Incineroar, Venusaur, Archeops, and we don't know his 9th pick yet. We're scared. Like, the thing that scares me the most is the Solgaleo, because I have ways of getting rid of Palkia. I have ways of getting rid of a lot of his other things. It's just the Solgaleo that kind of scares me. But I have a plan for the Solgaleo. I've got plans. But yeah, my team, had I not gone for Dialga, I would have actually picked, for my last two, the last two Pokemon on my team, the Chandelure and Dialga. The other idea I had for that was actually going that would have been Scizor and Lunala. The reason I ended up not going for that pick was that Lunala is good. Scizor is also good. But I wanted a fire type. I also wanted, I wanted a thing that could absorb burns on someone else that could deal out burns. And there were a few things that, Lunala was very good for. But overall, I think that Dialga was better. Yes, I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've seen the 2012 animated series that was on Nick, like the 3D animation one. And then the one before that from 2003. I enjoyed both of those. I thoroughly enjoyed both of those. I'm going to read now. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just, I don't have I have a hard time focusing on reading. Was better than, depends on the format. In things like Terra Rays or Dynamax Adventures, Life Dew is the clear better. But depending on, doubles, situationally, it is better to go with Heal Pulse. Or, it depends on, the specific Pokemon. The casual battles, because by 6-year-old spamming legendaries. Well, the thing is, 6-year-old spamming legendaries, the thing is they don't know how to use them. Which means they're very, very easy to dismantle. Which I'm okay with. I'm perfectly okay with dismantling the 6-year-olds that are just legendary spamming, because they're not good. David, yeah, the 2012 one was very, very good. I enjoyed that TV show. Is this one shiny? This one looks a little off color, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not shiny. Yeah, so far, stream total time is going to be 2 hours. Actually, 3 hours, or probably 2.5 hours. But, because we have not gained any new subscribers, we may not find any shinies. The timer increases by 15 minutes per shiny and per new subscriber. Ledger spam feels... Well, the thing is, it's not fun to dismantle, because the people using them don't know what they're doing. Now, it's not something I enjoy winning at, because I'm not pushing my abilities. I'm not pushing the limits of me as a battler. I'm just beating down on teams that are used by people who don't know what they're doing, and it doesn't help me actually plan my own teams better. Why do people hate the 2020 series 6 Pokemon Sword and Shield? I think a larger part of it is just that people wanted to use Megas again, and they were not fans of Megas being gone. That's mostly what it feels like to me. That we wanted Megas. We can't use Megas, we're sad. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Dynamax ones. Dynamaxing had its issues. But, like, Haze kind of kneecapped all the weakness policy users. And Dynamax users were very predictable. Like, you know every Rillaboom is going to be running basically the same moves. You know they're going to be Dynamaxing and doing the same thing every single time they Dynamax. It's not like, you know, they can carry 15 different moves. They're carrying maybe 5 different moves. One of which is Protect. But I think it was just like they don't like the boosts. Like the boosting was kind of what people didn't like. And I mean, I say this as someone who was an avid user of Dynamax Ice Shard into my weakness policy Togekiss to obliterate everything. And also a Dynamax Moxie Gyarados with Max Airstream. Fighting Gym, Team, Id, Safar, / Fluttermane. I prefer my Life Orb Fluttermane. I like the damage it does. So I've been noticing a lot of things do not one-shot Fluttermane. The only thing that can take Fluttermane down on a single move is Urshifu, and Urshifu auto-crits. So it hit 3 times. So, like, it completely obsoletes the Sash. That's kind of more why I use Sash Urshifu over Sash Fluttermane, is Sash Urshifu will not get wrecked, will not get Surging Striked. Fluttermane will. Exodia, obliterate. Really have few members there are. What do you mean? Yeah, I run Booster Energy Bundle. I don't think I've seen the 1999 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. Hi, Grimson. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can't really make a judgment on it if I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's, I've got... I prefer Booster Energy Bundle, because that way I can outspeed a lot of things. Because even... Hydra Kills suck too interesting. Because, like... Iron Bundle is stupid fast with Booster Energy. Like, there's a number of things that even if, like, they Tailwind, it still outspeeds. And I love it. And there's, like, it gets off that very fast Icy Wind or Freeze Dry. Also, Midnight, read the general chat of the EBL. You're going to find it funny. I know you're going to find it amusing. Ran Booster Energy on Fluttermane when I used one. Use a bet for Darkrai first. Yeah, such a press, not a mythical. Smeargle gets moved. Well, the thing is, Smeargle lost Dark Void in Gen 6. And it did nothing. Darkrai will never be viable competitively speaking because it's banned in every... You know, it's banned in VGC. It's like you can't use Darkrai. Which I'm okay with. I love Darkrai. But I do not... I would not want to see freaking Dark Void everything. Comes back, it's Violet. Yeah, Mythicals are blanket banned in VGC. So, like, Victini's blanket banned, Mew's blanket banned, Celebi, Jirachi, Darkrai, Deoxys, Manaphy. Alouette, a lot, the, Volcanion, those are all, like, blanket banned, and I'm okay with that, because it's an availability exclusivity thing. So, like, it's not everyone has access to them. In doubles or singles, because in doubles, it is not on the radar anywhere. It is nowheres on the doubles radar. Speaking of the doubles raider, I am so beyond happy. Every day, Ursaluna falls more and more and more with every passing day. I want to check the Pikalytics right now, just see where Ursaluna's at right now. It was at 18% usage yesterday. Let's see where it is now. Because it is... Ooh, 18.8. Okay, it seems that it has stayed where it is. Ursaluna has stayed where it was. For now. Favorite Pokemon in the DLC. We don't know what's in the DLC yet. And all we know is the designs of the mask Pokemon. And we don't know anything about them other than just, here's what they look like. So I can't make a judgment call on that. I can't make anything about whether I like something or not until like we see more info about what it is. We've been over this before. Ursaluna got frozen. Yeah, Ursaluna is not doing very well in VGC. It is very struggle right now. Again, the main issue is just that Urshifu exists. And its main thing it does is protect turn 1. And Urshifu completely bypasses that. And you're not going to burn a Terrastalize on it because that's a bit of an issue. It's a huge cost to pay just for just to counter Urshifu. Made a YouTube comment 2 days ago when I was gone. Nice. I think she means 1.3k upvotes, like thumbs up on it. I think. But yeah, Ursaluna is struggling at the moment. It's gonna be interesting to see what becomes of it. Oh, 13,000. Oh wow, dang. What video was that on? That's insane. I don't read manga. I don't read manga. That's a lot of likes. Holy crap. Yeah, that's something. That's probably... no, I'm not going to say that. That'd be a bit mean. But yeah, it's going to be... It's going to be fun. I still think it's a crime that Sly did not pick Meowstick for his team, and he's the San Antonio Espers. It's like, it's literally... I mean, I don't pick Metagross because Nah, it's not the New York Metagross. It's just the New York Mets. The New York Metas. Not, you know, the New York Metagrosses. Can we go into the video now? Because I don't believe... Fair enough. Fair enough, Midnight. That is understandable. Like, Naruto, please don't say, yo, stuff to watch. I kind of have a stuff that I enjoy watching as is, and I might watch other stuff. But, like, please don't say, watch this thing, watch this thing. It does get a bit annoying. It's more than 6 subs. Sly's at what, like, what's Sly at, like, 4 or something like that, or 3 something? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing this season of the EBL. I've got plans. Yeah, both Urshifu were also picked for this season of the Elite Battle League. I don't think anyone previously has picked either Urshifu. But yeah, week 1 is against Pidge. Week 2 is against Sly. So well, depending on if the schedule gets reworked. So I'm worried. But I have 2 months to plan on how to beat beats Pidge. I have 2 months to work out how I can beat Pidge. Cause like I'm gonna deal with Timmy's nightmare construct of a team when it comes to the finals. When it comes to the semifinals, the finals, I will deal with Timmy's team then. Until then, I need to focus on beating Sly and beating Pidge. So I've got a plan. But yeah, my main thinking is like I'm still glad that I was able to get the vast majority of things I wanted. It's just that Sly ended up sniping the one pick I actually like super wanted. I wanted to get Blaziken for this season, and Sly had to go and just nope. And then complained about not getting Grimmsnarl. I was like, you could have gone for Grimmsnarl. You could have gone for Grim, and you just didn't pick. If you didn't pick Blaziken, then I would have gotten Blaziken, and then I would have like used it to fight him. But the good thing is, I've got plans. I honestly would not be surprised if he picked Rillaboom to just specifically dismantle Gastrodon. I've got plans. I have plans. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what the battles will be, cause like. It's just, there's gonna be a lot. Well, the thing is, it's not an elimination tournament. So it's not if I lose to Pidge, I get knocked out of the tournament entirely. It's end of season, the rankings are basically all determined to go there. But I've got a plan for Pidge. I know that Pidge is like a very tactical battler, but I also know that his 2 restricteds do not match well into my team. Because he's got Mew. He may have Mew on his team, but there's one fatal flaw about Mew that I know how to extremely easily exploit. Damage-wise, Mew's a potato. It does not do damage well, and it's not very good at actually hitting things, unless you're targeting something like a double weakness, or you're using like Seismic Toss Nightshade and then like heal stalling. So its main thing is reliant on his status moves. And I have Grimmsnarl. So it's like, okay, what are you gonna do? Taunt, 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 taunt. What are you gonna do? You can't hit me with status moves. The other good thing is I've got ways of dismantling. The other good thing is that like it's a way of working against Sly's team too. It's like I've got plans. I've got so many plans. I've got so many plans. Burn on the Heat Ran. Oh, you got the double burn with Heat Wave. Fun. Let's get blown away. It made me laugh. Oh yeah, it's so funny. The shinies don't get blown away, which I actually like. They're programmed to not get thrown off into the ether. So I'm okay with that. I don't think Pursuit's coming back. I mean, Pursuit's also just like not a. Pursuit's an interesting move, but I don't realistically think it's coming back. Because there's a few reasons that some moves were removed, like just because of programming reasons. So fun to think about it. And mostly because the moves are not compatible with the way the game is like coded. It's the reason why Pursuit was removed, because of coding things. Same with a few other moves. They removed Hidden Power because it's just a toxic move to have in. It's just a very unhealthy move, because it does nothing but promote genning. Remember, if you lose like and think about Sam. Okay, I've got a plan, Mudkip. I have a plan. Why are you not fighting it? It's not shiny. I'm making do damage to 8. Depends on what the build is on the Goodra. I've seen a number of AV Hisuian Goodra, which are just obscene, and I hate it. They're stupid bulky. Hisuian Goodra is a problem. Can't for you again. I will. I have a plan, because this time he won't do any Endeavor bullshit. And this time I actually have 2 good restricteds. This time I know how to beat Sly. Your plan is be better. It's better than losing, Mudkip. Don't worry. Yeah, I've got a very good idea for what to do against Sly. Because this time I'm not going in gimped by Kartana being terrible. Like, I love Kartana, but it is not good in the Elite Battle League. It is very not good. Can't wait to face Stall. You're never gonna see VGC Stall. Man, I'm exposed to these ghosts getting cocky. That's what Sucker Punch is for. The funny thing is, the offensive ghost types are not really that good in VGC other than Fluttermane. And Fluttermane basically isn't really doing the role of a ghost type anymore, because it just Terrasilize into Pure Fairy. So it's not really the archetypical ghost, and Pursuit wouldn't do much against it. It's kind of an interesting case of, we want, like, some people want the move back, but the move would not actually benefit anything. Hey Rob, how you doing? What does Kartana need items to be good, or Kartana need items? It needs items to be good. Cause Kartana's speed is in a not very good area where a lot of the restricted legendaries outspeed it, or are bulky enough to take its hits. It can't go in and hit things for a one-shot, which is kind of what it needs to do. That's why Kartana is really good in, like, OU or in VGC without the restricted legendaries. Kartana is fast, it's 107. But there's a number of other restricteds that eat it alive that are even faster. You know, Mewtwo, 130. Zacian, 135. There's a lot of them that are much, much faster than it, and they're able to survive its hits, and then just one-shot in return. Like, Lugia can one-shot Kartana. You know, Lugia can one-shot it. And Kartana can't one-shot Lugia. Kartana does very well against non-legend. Kartana does well against the non-restricted. So, other legendaries, Kartana eats. Like, it can destroy things like Kyogre, non-barring Dynamax. It can destroy things like Kyrem. But Zacian takes its punches. Mewtwo takes its punches. Lot of things can take its hits and just not really fold. I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. We're 2 sandwiches in, almost gonna be starting on our 3rd sandwich with no shiny. So it's not doing too well for our hero. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. After this, we're gonna be moving on to Sword and Shield. Do a bit of shiny hunting in there. Some, don't forget Salmon Run later. Alright. Alrighty, Mudkip. I mean, the thing is, this is only gonna be about, like, 1 Dynamax adventure for Palkia, because no shinies and no new subs, so, like, the thing is not gonna be too long, so yeah. But yeah, we'll be doing Salmon Run later. Basically the walls up. More or less midnight. It's not just walls, it's just things that are not paper thin compared to it. You know, when you get to stuff that have very, very high base stat totals, that are not weak to grass or steel, they can take Kartana's hits. Like, I'm pretty sure Zacian even can survive Kartana, but a large part of that is just Zacian is obscenely bulky. And other stuff can just take its hits and just not really full. So, it's a good Pokemon, it's just not good for other legendaries. Plus, when you do, you know, when items are in play, it can hold the Focus Sash, or the Choice Band, or the Choice Scarf. So, it can not get nuked by special attacks and then revenge kill stuff. Because all Kartana needs is it just needs that one boost. If it gets that one attack up, it starts becoming basically a head-chopping machine that will rip through teams effortlessly. But it really needs to get that start. That's why I picked up for my other team, I picked up Gyarados, because a bit similar, Moxie Gyarados. But, you know, Moxie Gyarados is a thing that I can use. But I do think that so far, Gyarados might be my only misdraft so far. And yes, Timpole is a tadpole, so yes. Yeah, Naganadel was kind of on my list of options, but it was like, it came down to basically just Dialga or Lunala for my restricted picks. And I ended up just I'm going with Dialga, because like, I don't need Defog. Defog is nice, but I also already have Togekiss, which can Defog. Moxie is a scary ability, especially with Support. Yeah. Yep. It's also scary when the Moxie user has Stab Max Airstream. So it can turn Gyarados into a functional damaging Dragon Dance set. You know, I've got a couple of ways I can build Gyarados. I've got a few plans for my team. I've got more than a few plans. Iron Bundle using Flip Turn on Terra Ground Armor. Ah, weakness policy, weak armor. Weakness policy, weak armor. Simply use Clear Smog. Yep. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't like Pokemon Showdown. There are so many things on Pokemon Showdown that only work well as a best of one, and will not work in best of threes. Because it's probably Scarf Bundle. Like, I've seen people doing the same kind of thing with Terra Psychic Armarouge into U-Turn Hisuian Zoroark. I've seen a number of people doing that. And it's just like, it's not gonna work. Why would they use booster energy? Why would they just throw away booster energy like that? Like, unless you just want to pick up the outspeed that much, but just go Scarf. Just what? Just logic does not exist. What is the question, Quasar? I cannot guarantee I can answer it fully. I'm not sure what you're asking, Naruto. You're not really being clear about what you're saying. What is the best equipment for Skeleturge? Is this for raids or for VGC? Or for, like, doubles or singles? I don't play singles, so I can't really answer that question. For raids, probably Shell Bell. But if you're doing VGC, I don't think Skeleturge is too good for competitive right now. But if you are going to use it, I would say probably the Throat Spray. People may they get enough cheap wins. That is all they do to get there. It's like, I don't get it either. But it's just they somehow get cheap wins. Yeah, I do like to battle on Pokemon. Throat Spray left over, yeah. I think Throat Spray is generally a little bit better because, you know, Torch Song for just absurd damage. But I think Throat Spray is generally the preferable item. Yes, we do battles every few weeks. Yeah, Throat Spray, I would say, is probably your best pick for it. Naruto, what have we said before about don't say meta do this thing? What have we said before? Alright. Next time it's a timeout. Throat Spray, offensive, citrus or leftovers, defensively. Yes. Also, it gets access to Unaware. So, like, opposing stat boosts don't affect it. Very neat. It's a neat Pokemon. Yeah, Skeledirge is my favorite of the 3 starters for this game. I am a big fan. Jeez, why am I freaking not getting a Slowpoke? Why can I not find, like, anything? Alright, that is... Alright, 2 sandwiches, no shiny. Ha! Nice one, Lakeside. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's the principle, Naruto. Like, it gets very, very annoying very fast. Very, very fun. This is going to be our last sandwich on this, and then we're going to switch over to Sword and Shield. This is very not good luck. 2 sandwiches, no shiny. That's something. Creative Mode, Tomato, Onion, and then the Green Pepper. Bitter. No, it's the principle, Naruto. It is the principle. Go. Yeah, I just hope that I get one of this, because I just want to get the Slowpoke family shiny. But this is one shiny hunt that is infuriating because of how subtle the difference is, but also that it's by water. The greatest level Slowpoke after I got the first one. Yeah, we got one yesterday. We got our first one yesterday in 5 minutes. And then nothing after. And that was with an outbreak of Slowbro as well. So, like, the game is being a shoe with this. So we are at what? Yeah, this is our 6th sandwich with outbreak odds and no shiny. So this is very much into the over odds. This is very much going into the over odds category. Yeah, for the board of the year. Slowpoke is being a shoe. Because remember, the Slowpoke we got yesterday, that was not boosted by Outbreak. Because the Outbreak yesterday was for Slowbro, not Slowpoke. So it's just like thing being shoe. Thing is very shoe. thing is very, very shooing. I'm not subtle shinies. Yeah, I'm okay with subtle shinies as well. It's just that this one is so many sandwiches and no shiny. Because like, I can spot the difference in a shiny Zapdos, which we did. That we have on video. But this is just being a shoe. This thing's just being a shoe. Sleep people otherwise good. There you go. It only happened with me once. There was an Azumarill outbreak and got a Marill. That's happened so many times. Like we had that with the Dragonair outbreak. We got 2 Dratini. The Slowbro outbreak. We got the Slowpoke. It's funny, but also kind of infuriating. Like I was happy because like I want to get the whole family. I need to get the whole family. Items. Yeah, health items are for me the hardest thing about team building. Effort values I go and I tinker with every so often, but just figuring out the items is very difficult. For some things. For some Pokemon, certain items are just definitively the best. For others, some are not, and there's a toss-up between things. But yeah, it's not easy to decide for health items. Seems a decent amount of legendaries to bear with me. I mean, no reason to say bear with it. I mean, a lot of legendaries are good. I mean, my team right now I'm running is Tornadus, Urshifu. So it's like I'm also running a fair number of legendaries. Hey, Thunderous. Yeah, it is funny though. You're seeing Thunderous and Tornadus. You're not really seeing much in Amorous or Landorus, which I'm okay with. Bear with you exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I need 2 more Slowpoke. I need 2 more of the slow dudes. I feel like Slowpoke is going to end up monopolizing the next, like, series of shiny hunts. Just out of spite. Last time before we get open. Yep, last time before we get Togepi. Togekiss, not Togekiss. Palkia. Yep. We're going back to Palkia for Sword and Shield. Because, like, I just want to get this thing. I just want to get the Slowpoke. Sandy Shocks. Yeah, Sandy Shocks is interesting. I beat Landorus Therian with Urshifu Rapid Strike guarantee. Yeah. That, I think, is the entire reason why Landorus has just fallen off. Like, that's why Landorus fell off very hard. That's why Ursaluna fell off very hard, is that Urshifu just runs straight through them. Now, Urshifu will basically one-shot Ursaluna. And Intimidate Pokemon thrive on, you know, debuffing physical attack of physical attackers. Except, Urshifu debuffing it realistically does nothing because critical hits bypass defense drops. That's the reason why people have been running shell armor on their Hisui and Gudra. Specifically to get around Urshifu and to set up shelter boosts. Doesn't care about protect, doesn't care about intimidate. Exactly. Like, the fact that shell armor is being considered for Hisui and Gudra over Sap Sipper, which I would say, objectively, Sap Sipper is the better ability. Hey, Sly, we're not gonna tell him the weak to. Says the guy complaining about how he didn't get Grimmsnarl. Says the boomer complaining about his lack of Grimmsnarl when he could have taken it. But he consciously chose to not get it for Blaziken. And now you must pay the price. Well, Johnny, what'd you get? And now you must pay the price for your insolence. Yeah, you took Blaziken at least, but you didn't get Grim. And the best part is I got a plan to stop you. I got a plan. Oh, nice, Metadite. It's a good shiny. God. To be fair, I don't think that was like a thing to forgot about. But it's exactly the Triforce of Skillless. Price for your insolence. You will pay for his insolence. Well, fully unlocking, fine. Fine. But yeah, I've got my plan for. I've got a few plans for Sly. I have a few plans against him. Counter mine. Not really. Not really, Sly. I went for Grimstone because Grimstone is just the best taunt, is the best prank user in the entire game. You know I was going for Zacian from the beginning. You know I was not allowing anyone else to get Zacian. And I went for Dialga because, like, it's just good. It's like... I'm just happy I got my Togekiss again. It's like, you tried to get my Togekiss. Like, nah. You knew I was going for Togekiss, I was going for Gastrodon. They're too good. They are too good to not allow others to have. It is the Boom Guy Sly Man. It is Boom Guy Sly. I'm still surprised that you went for Weavile of all things. I can't even imagine what you are planning on doing with Weavile. But it's like, if you wanted a good ice type, you should have gone for Galardarm. You should have gone for Galarian Darm. Yeah, Galarian Darm is gonna be fun. I needed a dark type. No, you didn't need a dark type. You didn't need a dark type. Should I even dare? Do not dare for the Dynamo outbreak. It's not worth it. That's a Masuda hunt for me. You're better off going with an electric hunt. An electric outbreak. Don't forget Sly predates the dinosaurs. Exactly. Like if you wanted a subpar ice type Sly, you should have just gone with Blizzard. That's part of the EBL about Pig Sneasel at some point for the memes. Yeah, but the thing is you can't use items, so no Eviolite. For a second I thought that Basculin was a shiny Marill and I was gonna get super annoyed. Goes with the real debate, do I go as hard as possible week 2? Or do I assume we will end up in playoffs? So that's a good question, Sly. It's a very good question. If only you can answer that way. They're so tiny, there's no way, Yeah, that's why I said Midnight. I'm doing that as a Masuda hunt. The other thing is, their shiny is it barely changes. It's like, don't put yourself through that pain. Don't put yourself through the pain. Barely use. Yeah, they're freaking tiny. Dynamo is minuscule. Yeah, abort, game over, eject, escape, no go. Yeah, you learned the hard way. You learned the hard way not to. Well, see, here's the thing. If he defeats me, who is to say that I will not be going absolute 100% against him to learn his strategies? And then, when I face him again later, I will go full force using the information I've accumulated. Because remember, the loser has the edge in the rematch. Meaning, if he ends up beating me, I have the advantage. Was that a Kayla? Oh, no, anymore now. The other thing is, the end game fight is more meaningful. The end game fight is more meaningful. So that's like, does he throw, or does he come up with multiple? See, that's why I come up with multiple strategies for a single person. I come up with, at the very least, 3 game plans, so I can just sub in different ones. So I can just swap out my attack. So if I beat him with one, I'll have 2 more waiting in the wings, and potentially even more when it comes to information about his team. Then you face each other in the playoffs and run forever. Doesn't get eliminated. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think Timmy's. I think Timmy's going to finals. I very much think it's going to be Timmy against probably either Sly or me. Which is going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. I will check DMs when switching game. I will check DMs. Hey, Dumbo, again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Oh yeah, right. He was going for Cradilly. Yeah, that's something. I'm surprised Game Reviews went for Cradilly of all things. I never do light goals. There's been a number of times we did them, and it just encouraged people to make alt accounts and log on to alts and just inflate it that way, which ends up doing more harm than good for the channel. Good thing with practicing the battle pose. Goal 1 at least. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a loss. Yeah. Alright. That decreases the time. Hello there, Scoops. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. That does not increase the time. The time has gone down for the stream total. Swoop. The Area Zero, I'm very much a fan of. I'm doing okay. Aside from the fact that Slowpoke is being an absolute shoe at the moment. It might honestly just be better to shiny. Like, I have multiple plans for shiny hunting this thing. One of them is hunting it in Let's Go, or hunting it in like Basuna method. Double Blizzard team. The thing is, double Blizzard teams don't really do well practically. They work well in a best of 1. You get to best of 3, they'll start falling off. You know what? Every in-game trainer has a suppose they strike the start of the battle thinking, what would mine be? Ooh. Fun. That's a fun thing to think about. I know I don't have one. Mine are just like the nihilist throw from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I love that. Hope you don't get Pink Pig when you look up /love. Oh, okay, I did. I don't need the ball of ham. No one needs more ham ball Pokemon. I have already gotten more than enough shiny Lechonk family for the living shiny deck. I have had to give so many of them away. Same Universal Luna, that dude. Crap, my Heat Ran froze. Well, yeah, but if you just use a fire type move, it automatically defrosts you. Yeah. That's the good thing about fire moves. If you're frozen, you automatically thaw. Same of Scorching Sands, Scald. I believe Ice Burn also does the same. Every fire type move. Sandseer Storm, I think, also the same way. But I mean, if a Landorus gets frozen, that's going to be something. But I'm pretty sure Landorus is just going to get obliterated by an Ice type move if that happens. No more pink ham. I want a pink shiny at the moment. I don't want shiny Lechonk. You got a shiny Rufflet today, sent it back to evolve. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be evolving my getting a Soothing Braviary, because the regional variants for me are in a bit of a weird case for the shiny living decks. Because it's technically the same Pokemon. Like, for the living shinies, I'm not going for, you know, every form of Rotom shiny. Not going for, like, shinies of all different forms. I have a shiny of some regional variants. I have some duplicate shiny regional variants. Like, I have a shiny Alolan Persian and a shiny, well, 2 shiny Meowth, one of which will become the shiny Persian. I have 1 shiny Paldean Tauros and 1 shiny Kanto Tauros. But I'm not going to go for, like, oh, every single Tauros shiny, every single one of this. Shiny Galarian Slowbro and shiny Cantonian Slowbro. You know, I know some people who do that, but I say one and the same. The shiny giveaway is whenever we fill up our basically box of spare shinies. It's not necessarily a thing we do every X number of weeks. It's just a thing that happens whenever the boxes fill up. Get every shiny Hisui in Legends, brought them to Scarlet, and eventually the goal of making them all competitive. Fun. Yeah, I feel Ursaluna would have had a better shot competitively if Urshifu wasn't allowed in the same time it was. Like, if Ursaluna had 1 month of just not needing to deal with Urshifu, every team would probably be Trick Room. But because Urshifu debuted alongside it, it just had no shot at succeeding. Because you get 1 turn. Surging Strikes takes it down to the health where 2 turns of burn removes it from existence. And if they just go close combat, Ursaluna's gone. And I think even high roll Urshifu and Adamant Urshifu take it out. Because I'm running Timid. And Urshifu barely does not KO after the first burn. Ursaring, and then the Legends get the Ursaluna. Yeah, it's like, I love how everyone was just terrified of Ursaluna. And then it was just, no, you feared the wrong bear. You were close on the name, but you feared the wrong Pokemon. And then Urshifu just starts clowning on things. It also does need Trick Room, but the thing is, it needs to protect turn 1. Or it needs to hard switch in, which is a huge risk. The issue with it is, the risk associated with it is too high, and it doesn't get nearly enough cost out of it. Because it could have been great against Heatran, except every Heatran is running Terra Grass. Meaning, its Earthquake is completely useless. You know, every team is also running, like, a lot of teams are running Amoonguss. A lot of teams are running Urshifu. A lot of teams are running the Genies, which just obsolete its Earthquake spam. It's kind of a case of, in a vacuum, it's very, very strong. But in practice, because of the way the game shaped up and what people are using, it just doesn't do well. It's not in a good position to leverage its attack power. You know, any other context, it would have been a menace. There's a shiny! There's the shiny! I thought it looked different! I'm glad I investigated. There we go. Imagine getting double crit, double burn, heat wave on Melty Face. Yep. Last sandwich before we switch over to Sword and Shield. Meaning I just need 1 more. I just need a single one. Boop, boop. Get the ball. That shiny suck. The thing is, I don't really care about, like, the shiny color scheme. For me, it's more a case of, like, I need it for the living decks. I need it, and it doesn't matter. Yeah. Hopefully, if I get another Slowbro Outbreak eventually, because Slowbro's Shiny is significantly easier to spot. Slowbro Shiny is a very, very different Shiny. Or I could just hunt it in, like, Let's Go. I know, but you still admit it. But the thing is, I don't really care about Shiny color schemes. Like, this is kind of what we've been over in previous streams. The color scheme is not, for me, the issue. You know, how much it changes. For me, it's, does the color scheme, like, still work? Like, yes, Shiny Gengar doesn't change that much. But it's still the same color as what regular Gengar has. And I would say regular Gengar's colors work. You know, same with Garchomp. The regular colors work. So it's like, it doesn't really bother me that the shiny doesn't change, because the color scheme still works for me. Is more so the thing. You know, again, you're talking to a guy who, like, my second favorite shiny legendary is Shiny Zapdos. Shiny color changes do not matter to me. It's more about, like, does the color scheme still work? You know. Which makes it an oddity. It's because, man, I'm functionality over form. I could not care less if a shiny has an ugly shiny, but it's still a good thing. Like, there could be a Pokemon that is literally a block floating in mid-air, and it's one of the best things competitively. I would still use that if it fit onto my teams in a playstyle sense. Yeah, it's different mentalities. Yeah, that's the thing about me as a shiny hunter that is very different from a lot of other shiny hunters. I don't care what the shiny looks like. I could not care less what the shiny looks like. In terms of change. It just, does the color scheme still work? Like, there are shinies that I will say, like, I like Shiny Metagross's color scheme. I think it looks pretty cool. I like Shiny Gigalith's. I like Shiny Gigalith's color scheme. Shiny Metagross is not my favorite shiny, which surprised a lot of people. Not really. Like, I don't really need to have Metagross in all the games that I play, because I don't really use Metagross competitively. It just doesn't really fit into the way that I play competitively. I like the Pokemon, but I don't need it on all of my teams. Must resist the sleep. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Metagross is back. He's like, not overly. He's like, I'm more excited for Excadrill coming back. Hey, Pink! One of the mods go grab Pink's link. Yeah, I'm more excited for Excadrill coming back. I'm more excited for Ninetales coming back. I'm more excited for Togekiss coming back. I like Metagross, but I don't really use Metagross competitively. It doesn't slot into my teams. Because Metagross is not a great doubles Pokemon. It doesn't really have a good stat line for doubles. You know, its best showing in doubles was, like, Weakness Policy Dynamax. But those days are gone. But how are you doing, Pink? What's up? I don't think so, Pink. But how are you doing, Pink? Hope Pink are doing good. Everybody send the love to Pink. We got 5 minutes left on this sandwich, and then we are switching gears to Sword and Shield. I mean, hopefully I can get a Slowbro or Slowking shiny in Sword and Shield. That would be fun. That would actually be really funny. But yeah, so I've got, this is an idea I had a while ago, which was, I call it like the Shiny Eevee Gauntlet, where it's hunting Shiny Eevee in different games. Because remember, we need to finish the Eevee family for the living shiny decks. And I thought, okay, well, what if I do, like, Shiny Eevee hunting in, like Sword and Shield, then I Shiny Hunt Eevee in Legends, then I Shiny Hunt Eevee in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Masuda Hunt. It's like that idea. No, I would not do that. The thing is, I don't like Eevee. That's the thing. I am not a fan of Eevee. I'm glad you're doing well, Pink. Glad you are doing well. Yeah, Eevee kind of occupies, like, the same thing as, like, Pikachu and Greninja does, where it's something that's just so overexposed for me to really get attached to. The other thing I think is that, like, I've been around, you know, dogs. Hey, Pink! Pink! Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Is that, like, it's a mascot thing, but it gets so much overexposure without, like, and this is, like, the weird caveat for me, without the ability to back that up. Like, that's why I don't dislike Charizard, is that Charizard can, like, back up. It's actually a very, like, solidly good competitive Pokemon competently. Like, Solar Power, Sunny Day, it's had that since Gen 5, and it has just destroyed things. Even back to Generation 4, it was still a fantastic Sunny Day sweeper. It's just Solar Power made it even better at that. It didn't need the Mega. It didn't need the G-Max. It didn't need all this extra nonsense to really do great. It wasn't until Sword and Shield that people realized, huh, maybe Solar Power Charizard's kind of insane. Yeah, Solar Power Heat Wave. It's like, Charizard has always been a very, very strong glass cannon beat stick. It's just that kind of gets buried under layers and layers and layers of fan service when it can metaphorically stand on its own 2 feet, you know, without that. And that's why I respect it. You know, or you have something like, you know, Garchomp, where, like, yeah, Garchomp is, you know, Pokemon that gets a lot of exposure. But there's a reason it's one of the best Pokemon competitively. It has stood the test of time. Hey, look at you. How you doing? I don't know how I get it, but welcome in. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. Every shiny extends the streak. But we have about 2 minutes left on the sandwich, and then we're switching over to Sword and Shield. Hello and welcome. How you do? But yeah, it's like, for me, it's like, if the mascot's a mascot, it needs to be able to back up its mascot status by, like, being competent without, like, over fan service. Like, that's why, like, a Garchomp never really needed a whole, like, Garchomp, it was, like, it just beat stuff up. Changing own 2 feet, saying Charizard, Blind Sword. Yeah, I was trying to do something like that, but I was like, Charizard doesn't have its idol be flying, it stands. There's the weird thing in Terra Raids, where Charizard will be standing, and then it'll just start flying it sometimes. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. But yeah, but it's one that, because the funny thing is, I used to hate Charizard. It used to be, like, legitimately my least favorite Pokemon in existence. Over time, it's come around. It's like, yeah, I like it. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, Let's Go Pikachu actually changed that, because I was like, I feel like I set the channel ages ago only because of Average to Wake only explanation. Makes sense. Yeah, I know he rated us a while back. But yeah, for me, it's like, this, even if there's Pokemon I necessarily dislike, I will generally give them, like, a chance in a playthrough. You know, it's like, I don't like Lucario, but I gave Lucario a chance when it came to playing through BDSP. It was like, I'll pick Lucario up and use it on one of my playthrough teams. And, you know, see if it can redeem itself. Because there are a lot of Pokemon that have done that, where it's like, I've used them in a playthrough, and, like, they have redeemed themselves. And just as likely, just as equally, the opposite also happened, where, like, some Pokemon have kind of, like, destroyed themselves for that. I'm already with Charizard. Don't love it. Don't dislike it. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I was. But the more time went on, I was like, yeah, I get attached. I get attached to Pokemon when I use them competitively. So it's like, the more I use something competitively, the more fun I get. That's why I love Gastrodon. It's like, legitimately one of my favorite Pokemon. I've used it basically exclusively in competitive. Never used it in a playthrough, but it's just fun to use competitively. And like that's why I'm not a big fan of like Greninja, not a big fan of something like, you know, like Lucario. They're ones that kind of haven't really held up in a playthrough I've used with them. Going to Uber's Showdown, forgot people spam Rook Ledgers. At least Lucario could finally learn to Meteor Mash. No! That's the problem, Omar. That right there is the issue. What you speak is the problem. I would not say Hitmontop is underrated. Hitmontop is a very well-loved Pokemon. It is one of the best. You know, there's a very good reason that Hitmontop is seen as the best of the 3 Hitmons in competitive. It is a menace. Fake Out, Intimidate, Rapid Spin. Well, again, Rapid Spin doesn't really help it, but like it gets a lot of stuff. It's really good. You know, Mach Punch Technician is like you can spec it a bunch of different ways. It's very good. Hi, Ash. How is Forehead Queen? Sandy, Walmart, Incineroar. Ooh, fun. No, I'm spoon-fed. I'm vaguely spoon-fed. Vaguely. Garchomp and Goldengo are top 2 right now because of competitive and playthrough reasons. I just love Garchomp. It's just... Garchomp is one of those things where it's just like, I love it. It's just so fun. Top Doubles is disgusting. Yeah, it's very good. It's very... Garchomp is just... Garchomp is top shelf. It's really... Don't think I'm welcome to stay. You don't feel I am welcome to stay. You can stay here, Lucky Joe. You're always welcome to stay here. But it is time for some Sword and Shield Dynamax. Also, the Bat's Wigglytuff is Zawardo. Omar is Zawaldo. So, it is Dynamax Adventure time. If you guys want to pop in, link code is 19283746. Link code Balkia. Goldengo is outrageous. Goldengo is terrifying. Goldengo is just a nightmare. I like it, but it's a freaking nightmare. I don't keep up with Smogon, but I keep up with its memes. Yeah, I play VGC, so I don't really do Smogon things. Omar. I don't know. Emblem is not Guildmaster Wigglytuff. It's Omar is not Guildmaster Wigglytuff, but I would say Guildmaster Wiggles is the best Wigglytuff. Yeah, Greninja's kind of the same thing. Like it's not something that's ever like been able to like stand on its own 2 feet. It's needed a lot of assistance. Garchomp is the UU. You're gonna need to explain that, Lakeside. I don't understand. Again, I don't play Smogon. But I'm looking forward to Excadrill coming back. I'm looking forward to Excadrill coming back. How are you doing, Ash? Forehead Lady. How is Forehead Lady doing? Thank you, Ash. I'm glad that you have restraint. I'm glad you have the restraint when people see Omar using Wigglytuff Menacing. Just the Guildmaster's theme song just starts playing in the background. And then just pure dread overcomes everything. Why is it your chat now bullies me because you bully? I'm sorry, Ash. That's him Rhydon, Crydon, Rayquaza, Arceus, and Annihilate. That's a team. That's a team right there. I'm not a big fan of Rayquaza. I'll be real. It's probably one of my lesser favorite legendaries. It's like, it's not quite my least favorite. That belongs really to Mewtwo. But it's I guess it's more of like, I don't dislike Rayquaza. It's more of just kind of bland for me. People keep on thinking Garchomp will drop from overused to UU, but it still stays in OU by the skin of these. Like, it's fast, it's bulky for an attacker, it has rough skin. Like, what else? It has so much good. It's also like a beyond strong Earthquake user. It is the archetypical fast Earthquake user. So, like, there's... The only downside of Garchomp is it's 4 times weak to Ice, and it's weak to Fairy. But you can Terrasilize into Steel. So it's like, I don't understand. I'll go Bronzong. Do not go Fractures. Don't go. None of these are good. None of these are good picks. Probably the least bad is Greedent. Do not want Fraxure. Fracture is Dreadnought. Probably best is Dreadnought. Alright, I think we're probably going to want to, unless we get like a whole bunch of fairy types, we're going to want to just self-attack. So that way we can just restart this thing. Like, we need a bunch of fairy types. Okay, that was, I don't think Mr. Mime has a fairy move. Yeah, no, we are... Oh, it's Wigglytuff. Okay. That's Wigglytuff. Okay, we're going Glalie. Glalie. Okay, this is actually kind of good. This is a good path. We go Glalie. Midnight. You and the Dreadnought want to swap out. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. Whoever subscribed, thank you very much for that. Exactly, I had to keep people thinking. Another news. 15 legendaries have dropped to UU. Wow. Wait. What are the legendaries that have dropped into UU? But thank you very much for the subscribe, whoever subscribed. We want to get rid of both the Dreadnought and the Fraxure. Right here, Fraxure swaps out. It is ideal for Fraxure to swap. Welcome to Meta's channel, where we finally have Spoon. Roger. Yeah. We want the Wigglytuff. We want the Wiggles. Riddle me this. That is a glorious name right there. Seedot's worst enemy. You've seen before, but you do not know that one. Is that... I have no idea who that is. My brain is too smooth to know. You might want to just go Outrage right now. Actually, no. Actually, all of Glalie's moves are physical now that I'm thinking about it. So Breaking Swipe is the call. Smart Strike, Bonk. You just use Rock Slide with Dreadnought. Just use Rock Slide, it's more powerful. I do not know what the riddle is because I do not recognize the name. Because we're brain. Yeah, just use Rock Slide. We want Fracture to swap out. Thank you, Portia. Portia is actually being good for once. Brecky Swipe. Brecky Swipe. Bronzong is so bad. I like that. I don't need this, but I can always do a giveaway. Figures, everything. Yep. Well, don't fake Tears the Wigglytuff. Do not fake Tears Wigglytuff. Because Wigglytuff has competitive. And that means that if you debuff Wigglytuff, it's a special attack, it just shoots up. But yeah, we want to get rid of Fracture. Yeah. Alright, let's see what the flying type is. Cramorant. Ugh. Yeah, just use Rock Slide on this. You guys use Ice Fang, and we want the Dynamax to be the Dreadnought. So Dreadnought Dynamax. Just use Ice Fang and Rock Slide. Rock Slide, go here. Yep. Fake Tears. Do not Fake Tears the Wigglytuff. Do not Fake Tears Wigglytuff. That is a very bad idea. That is the worst possible idea. Please freeze. Yes! Freeze, you stupid turkey! Oh, that's good. And also that's good damage. I'm so glad I called that freeze. I am so happy. I hope it doesn't, like, flamethrower it. It's like, yeah, no, freeze. Because my biggest worry is this thing uses dive and then it just starts, like, gulp missiling you. Boy, that's a problem. Gulp missile is an issue. Gulp missile is a problem. Of course it thaws. Max. Oh, Sun Scorch is dead. Yeah, Sun Scorch is toasted. I think that you have Swift Swim on the Dreadnoughts. That kind of helps us. Vaguely. Centipede is Deadipede. Yum, yum, yum. Freeze. No, it doesn't have that. Crack Rock Ball. Maybe it doesn't have Shell. Maybe it doesn't have. That had to have been a crit. Is that a... Was that a just stupid high roll? It did not do anywhere near that much damage last time. That had to have been a... It had to have been we got a stupid low roll turn 1. And then that was a... Oh, wait, no, that was regular Rock Slide before. That wasn't Max Rockfall, I think. Right. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Okay, good. They're going for Cramorant. That's actually good. Okay, Strong Jaws, yeah. It's not that. At the very least, we're getting rid of the water-type weakness. Like, Cramorant's not good for Palkia, but it's better than Scorch. Strong Jaw. Yum, 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 yum. I like Strong Jaw, the move. It's a fun move. Alright, Dynamax play here is going to be... So if actually, no, we Dynamax the thing. So yeah, Glalie Dynamax is here. Wait, I have an idea. I can yoink its competitive. And then if it debuffs us... Omar. It is small, Omar. Bonding force. Oh, you can't yoink its ability. That's lame. I forgot you can't skill swap Dynamax Pokemon. Smart Strike. Come on, just use Max Starfall, so I can use Steel Roller. Oh no! Oh no, that's bad. That's very, very, very bad. That is very not good. It's boosted. Midnight, you need to Dynamax and you need to take this thing out. You need to take this thing out like yesterday. Thankfully, we outspeeded, I think. Yes, Dynamax deals spike. Go, kill it. Kill it. Destroy it. I have read the Joker in the screen tail and wiggles. Just destroy the ball of terror. Destroy the powerhouse balloon bean of doom. With the ice space bully mask. It's time, little pink wiggle. Wiggle. Honestly, it might help it here survive the hit. Honestly, it's not a bad thing that it did that. Maximum 4. I mean, obviously die was bad. Yes! We took out the bean. We took out the powerhouse bean. We love Wigglytuff. We are big fans of Wigglytuff here. But, like, that thing is terrifying. Wigglytuff is Wigglytuff is the best thing if you're fighting Giratina. No. The Dreadnought is taking this. So, Emblem Leo, you're swapping out for this. Yeah, Emblem Leo is swapping out for this. You want to Dynamax turn 1. Yeah, you're gonna Dynamax turn 1. We just use Fake Tears and Metal Sound. It is a semi-spherical picture from months ago. Screenshot. Okay, nice. Just mash A. Just Dynamax and just spam Dazzling Gleam. The good thing is that when Misty Terrain is in effect, Dragon moves have their base power cut in half, which is good because Spatial Rend is scary. Spatial Rend is a very scary thing. Also, if it uses Max Wormwind, that actually would debuff our attack and then jack up your competitive ability to insanity. We enjoy messing with Mork. We enjoy messing with Mork. It is time for the balloon to fight the space man. Bean. It is time for one pink to fight another pink. It's big, scary, and pink against big, scary, and pink. That's not good. Big tears. Cry about it. Cry about it. I'm glad that you outspeed Wigglytuff, so that way we get at least one off. Considering Wigglytuff is not much of an attacker, that's actually very good damage. That's very, very good damage. Hopefully I can hit Metal Sound. Yes! Metal Sound connects. Which means that this is going to be -6 next turn, so I go for Zen Headbutt. I don't think if I use Metal Sound on Wigglytuff that would give a competitive boost. It's not worth doing. Yep, another Fake Tears. Another round of Fake Tears. Okay, good. Smart. It's using Endure. Oh, you also have Max Strike. I forgot about that. That's another move that can debuff our stats. Max Starfall. This is probably gonna take it out here. Ugh. Didn't take it out, but that was like over a third of its health. Probably half. Yeah, I love it. It's just the amount of damage that you do. Now you just go for like Ice Fang. Its defenses are its special defense is minimized. You can't go any further. This is practice run for fighting against Timmy V. And it survived. And the Wiggles survives. And now it is time for Wiggly Doom. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, James Maka. How are you doing? All that mattered is that Wigglytuff is surviving. Because if we lose Wigglytuff, if Wigglytuff goes down, we're basically screwed. But we're fine. Max Starfall. Beam. Get destroyed by Star Laser. Goodbye. Goodbye. So again, fake tears. Literally the best support move in the entire game. Literally the best. Giant pink space dragon has been defeated by giant pink space demon. Because it does evolve with the Moonstone, which is also technically a space Pokemon. Technically, it is space Pokemon by Ladder. Can't do another one, but it was fun. If we don't have any more people who are going to hop in, it might be best to do them solo, or we'll try. We'll open it again. We'll do an open for the again. This is fun. This is fun. I enjoy these Dynamax. I love Dynamax Adventure. Can we get Cheeto Bird? No, we cannot. Nope. Nope. No Palkia. No Palkia. I still hope I can get it eventually. Nothing. Alright, let's go again. Let's go again. Link code 1928374 There we go. Code is open if you guys would like to join. Welcome in Earth. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. How are you all doing? If Dynamax Adventures. Palkia is one of the most confused human beings. Aren't we all confused human beings? Are we not all confused human beings? Lunar Blessing spam. I honestly think that Cresselia is going to start falling off soon. Hunting someone else's draft pick. Wow. Hey, this is the only thing we can still hunt in Dynamax Adventures, Jakey. Did you not check what the title and what the theme of the video stream is going to be? How are you doing, Jakey? Can one of the mods go grab Jakey's link? Food is pizza. Ooh, pizza is good. I like pizza. Someone else's draft pick. Wow, yeah. Hey, it's practice. By practicing Dynamax Adventures against Palkia, I will strategize a way of beating Timmy's Palkia. It is a great draft. I look forward to hunting your team down and destroying you, Jakey. But it was good. It is good. Thank you very much, Omar, for grabbing that. Thank you very much for grabbing it. Opponent was like their HP, 95 HP. She was Lunar Blessing! Well, I mean, what else is Cresselia gonna do? There's two things Cresselia does. Lunar, well, technically three, but, like, it doesn't really Trick Room anymore. It's Lunar Blessing, Ally Switch, or Lunar Blessing. It does nothing else. It is a one-trick goose. Technically three-trick goose, like, it does barely anything. It's very not. It's a one-trick pony, exactly. One-trick ducky. Yeah, and even then, its Trick Room shenanigans are basically dead at this point. Like, Trick Room is borderline unviable at the moment. Is there any Trick Room setter that gets Water Absorb? Oh, we're screwed on this. We're not going to be able to beat Palkia here. Yeah, we're not beating Palkia. Alright, this looks like a thing of where we just basically KO one another. We're not beating Palkia on this. Unless we get a whole bunch of fairy types, we're screwed. Yeah, Mimikyu doesn't even have a fairy type move on this. Alright, Alchemy. Okay. Okay, there might be hope for us. There may be hope. So we're going to want to go Alchemy. Okay. This is actually not bad. So we're going to go Alchemy into... We'll figure out from there. Yeah. Just remember, if you're using Alchemy, just use Decorate on me. Just use Decorate on me. Cake. We are big fans of the cake. The only worry, though, is that this thing could kind of body us. I need to poison it. Cake. We are fans of the cake. The cakening has begun. Fast the wind, the cakening has begun. Actually, Curse is very helpful for this. Curse is very, very helpful. Oh, right, you can decorate us. That's good. That's very, very good. Special events drop. Special events drop. Special events drop. Ooh, crit 2. Fun. Oh, this was fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fine. Come back to yogurt. The cake is a fool. It is not merely the cake is a lie. The cake is a fool. Cake. We are big fans of the cake. I'm glad that it's apparently coming back to the DLC. Because if they do Dynamax Adventures-like systems, it is the single best. As I'm heading out to watch Dragon Ball before my manager gets here. Bye-bye, Hannah. Bye-bye. Big Ice Bear. Meh. Nice. Just keep decorating. It just keeps adding up our ability to destroy it. Mac, this is probably not going to one-shot it. Yeah, no, it's not going to one-shot it. Beartick does not have a very high special attack stat. Boy. The flash damage is a lot. We'll be live for... We'll be live for a little bit longer. We're ending... We're probably going to be doing like another Dynamax adventure after this one, and we're ending. Yeah, the only issue with hail is that we all take hail damage. But we're still dealing a lot of damage to it. We're fine. We're perfectly fine. It's just gone now at this point. Slash or Shadow Claw is going to take it out. Oh, wait, right, Slush Rush. Why did I Slush Rush? Fun. Cake go explode. The cake was exploded. Get the lucky ball. Cake went through. Combustible cake. The good thing is that you just use Decorate on me. When we go up against the next thing, just use Decorate on me. I think the best one for us to go up against... It's either Diggersby or Blaziken. Either of them is like, we're not picking either of them. And neither of them do well, particularly against Palkia. I'm gonna take them. But yeah. I don't know what to. Yeah, this is good. Just use Decorate on me, boost up my special attack, and I'll just hit it with Scald. So I'm fairly certain I underspeed the Alchemy, so I'll be able to do the most. No, you don't need to save them. You don't need to save decorate power points. Also, thank you for hitting the Mimikyu and breaking its disguise with that, but also that's not good because now I have my water moves. Yeah. That's not good. Yes. Yes, you do have Dazzling Gleam. But, yeah, Dazzling Gleam is, yeah, you boost up one for me against the Palkia, and then you just Dazzling Gleam. Even in Sun, it's a lot of damage that it does. A little more damage. A little more damage. All the damage in the world. I wish I had a special ground move, but does Quagsire not even learn Earth Power? Power Jam. Board. So much damage. Please use close combat. Please use close combat one of these turns. I really hope it close combats the Alchemy. It'll do barely any damage. Actually, I mean, I should just do this and just put it down here. Yeah, this should do enough to take it out. Take your Dazz Beam. I think I will actually swap out for the Blaziken against the Mr. Mime. Because Quagsire is gonna do no damage against the Mr. Mime. Blaziken at the very least has physical moves. So that way I can at least, like, hit the Mr. Mime. So yeah, we'll switch over to that. And then Dynamax is gonna be me against the Palkia. That's not good. That is not a good thing, Rosie. I hope you are okay. There we go. I will catch this. I need this. I hope I get a shiny Blaze. I hope I get a shiny in this one at the very least. Love Wag. But it's also probably, actually all things considered, probably our last Dynamax adventure. The one issue with Dynamax adventures is not a whole lot of people come out to them. I love DAs, but I do get why a lot of people don't like come out to it anymore. I'll swap for it. Yeah, I want the Mimikyu to be kept, because that's at least, like, helpful. Oh, Shiinotic also actually would have been pretty good, but we couldn't go for Shiinotic and Alchemy, and Alchemy is wholesale a better Pokemon. Alchemy just overall has a vastly superior move kit. It is an overall vastly better Pokemon. Alright. I have Blaziken. And I'm going to be swapping out this for the Mr. Mime afterwards. That's going to be helpful. Thankfully, it didn't target me, which is good. Now some cake. It is decorate time. Fast as the wind, the cakening has begun. And of course it avoids. Yeah. It might be better to decorate the Mimikyu, or decorating the Mimikyu is probably the better call rather than decorating me, because the Mimikyu will hit harder. the Mimikyu is probably the better decorate target than me, all things considered. Probably should go for, probably should, oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. Yeah. Yeah, Mimikyu definitely would have been hitting harder. Mimi hits harder. Yeah, for this fight. Other times you're going to want to go for decorating me. Yeah, flat cannon. I think at this point, close combat will probably kill. Close combat should knock out from this range, and if not, the Mimikyu is gonna do enough damage anyway. Yeah, close combat enough. Goodbye, Mr. Mime. Goodbye, Mr. Mime. I do need you, so we need you for the living shiny dex. Let's decorate the Mr. Mime. The funny thing is, we've had someone who did decorate this, who did decorate the Rage Boss once. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. I wish I had that whole fiasco saved, but I only have a part of it. I wasn't recording it live. Happens to go for 24 hours. Yes. Oh wait, it doesn't have. Oh, it doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. Dang, I forgot that. Okay. New change of plans. You are the Dynamax play. You are now the Dynamax play. And I am just gonna helping hand you. So that's not good. I thought this thing had Dazzling Gleam. Yikes. That's not good. That's really not good. I at the very least have helping hand, so I can at least help you do some more damage. I am gonna light screen. It's better to have the screen up. That I believe is just physical attack down. Yes, just physical attack down. That's why I'm going for light screen. Palkia is a special destroyer, and I don't like dealing with that. The good thing is when you Dynamax, you heal us every time you use G-Max Finale. So we're gonna be a little bit of sustainable healing. Dazzle. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but like it will add up with helping hand boosts. Power Jam. Power Jam Jam. And now it's time to just helping hand. We are giving you a round of applause. But I think we're good on that. Yeah, so giant cake. Helping clappy hands. We survive. Shadow Clutch, yeah. Yeah. G-Max Finale. A lot of damage. That is a very good amount of damage that G-Max Finale does. Well, I mean, granted, it's helping hand boosted, so, like, there's that. In any other case, it's not a great move to use as a G-Max, as a Dynamax move. I thought there was something on my shirt. I thought it was wet, which is weird. It's basically life due as a G-Max move. I like it. It's good. It does not get rid of light screen. However, the good thing is helping hand still, even if I got taken out, helping hand still stays. So that's at least good. But Mimikyu, I hope Mimikyu does not get completely obliterated. Okay, we obliterated the Palkia. We're fine. We're fine. That was a very lucky crit right there. That was an extremely lucky crit there. We might have been able to win, but I would not have liked taking that chance. So that was good. Power of the giant cake. Never underestimate the power of cake. Power of sweets. Let's see. No shiny. Shiny. No shiny. Not shiny. That was all, though. That is all for today, everyone. This was fantastic. Let's get a raid going. I know who we're going to be raiding. They are doing some Dynamax. They're not doing some Dynamax. They're doing some Terra raids with viewers. Doing Delphox raids. We're going to go raid someone new. We haven't raided them before. Their name is Genesis. Let's go raid them. I will see you guys next time. Let's roly-poly out. And again, if you haven't done so, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, we will be streaming some more things. Goodbye.